Okay, hello everyone and welcome to Ero Pc F2, where today we are going to be racing around Hungary, at the Hungaroring obviously. Only 12 drivers today. The attendance has sort of fallen off a cliff, which isn't ideal, but what can you do sometimes? There we go, my audio's back. Okay, so today I'm joined by a different commentator. That's, well, no one in the RO will know, but you know what, that's a, for, sounds like a you problem, realistically. Anyway,
Yes.
so, yeah, hello Hugo.
Hello.
So, I'm struggling to get my words out. I feel rusty at commentating, despite already have commentated. Oh my!
Hmm.
I'm really
Going well to
struggling.
start with.
Yeah, great start. Anyways, I'm going to go on board with him, Shaz, and we'll give you a rundown of this Hungaroring circuit, which it's normally quite a more relaxed league racing track, not really too many overtakes. Now I've said that, we're going to have absolute carnage. 4 people finish the race and someone upside down by turn 6. That tends to be how things go. So, yeah.
How many murders do you think the curb in turn 5 will have to do? The big white one.
I'm going for 3 in quali, 5 in the race. Anyways, on board with Imtiaz then for the first lap of the day. The McLaren driver puts on the DRS and now onto the start-finish straight. Heading down towards turn 1, you want to brake just after 100 metres and then try keep it away from the outside curb on the exit. Imtiaz goes in 4th very nicely. Then brake at about 60 metres. You want to keep the minimum speed up through this corner and then a quick flick to the right, where it's all about just carrying as much speed through this section. Then a bit of a tap on the brakes, flick it through there, keep it in the track limits. Quite a difficult corner with track limits, and then just sort of try and keep the traction through there. Coming up into the chicane where you want to avoid the heightened curbs, then into sort of an awkward section of corners, which Imtiaz gets very nicely. And then into this fast right-hander to start sector 3, where you can actually run wide and not get invalidated, but I don't know, someone will probably report you for that. And then a bit of an awkward corner, where you just sort of have to try and keep the traction. Using higher gears will help you do that, as Robbie's retired from the session. And then round the final corner, up to the line for Imtiaz, it's going to be a 16.2.
Good laps to
Both
start
Alpha
off with.
Tauris are gone.
Yeah, Dino sets a lap time of 1:17.398, so he is over a second behind Imtiaz in both of their banker laps. So Dino will be looking to improve that, but yeah, he has used the DRS in his first lap, so it wasn't a double.
Oh, which is your spun. So
lap.
that is Joe Fagali coming to the line, who does a 17.4 just behind Dino, followed by Dorotsky in the Alpine, who does a 16 flat. It's a nice time. Jack Andrews was an F4 driver, then I think he stopped racing, then he's racing again today but in F2. I don't know, he does a lot of things that confuse me, but anyways. He does a 17.7, 3 tenths off Fagali, which for someone who was in F4 that's not bad. Although, to be fair, people in F4, some of them are actually pretty fast as a Red Bull round. Unless he's driving it the way, I don't know. As on board with McGinty, the Alpines have been very strong recently, from what I know. As we see McGinty just going round the final corner now. Can he challenge his teammate? Well, he's got no battery and he's ran wide, and that would have cost him a lot of time, but he still goes P4. As I think Bakalik's on the lap. As hello Quill in the chat. It's quite hard to listen to Luke, Dino, Hugo and Marco at the same time. Yeah, I can imagine. But you know, I got Hugo here to hopefully keep me entertained while we've got just the 12 drivers, because let's be honest, I'd get bored otherwise.
Yeah, and that would probably reduce a bit of the mayhem that will most likely happen.
Yeah. Also, let me know if the volume's fine and everything, because I don't know, OBS weird. Bakalik does a 21.4, he probably made a mistake on that lap. What about Kopaszewski then? What can the Alfa Romeo do? Well, we'll shortly find out. And it feels so weird watching like F1 now when I've been playing ACC all day. So, oh, there goes a turn 5, and he's out the session. Two drivers staying already. There's also a lot of yellow flags, but I think that's just people going slow. Your stream is generally quiet. Well, my mic's on max volume, so I can't do much about that.
Well, it is Matuzia, right?
Yeah. Matuzia, what, in the Red Bull?
In the Red Bull. Yes,
yeah.
Yes. Hopefully he can get a lap in now, since he's spun on his banker lap.
Yeah.
I think it was, yeah. The other drivers that's currently on an outlap is
Bakalik's improved.
Yeah.
And jumps to P8.
I guess look for words. David Slivka was what I wanted to say, and he is currently in the beginning of sector 3, so he's just trying to warm his tires up a bit before starting his lap over. Dino is as well, coming into the final corner and preparing his lap.
Yeah. We'll go on board with the Williams then and see what Dino can do. I say on board, we're actually using the nice TV angles, which normally are terrible, but we've actually got something alright here. As into turn 1, hooking it nicely towards the inside curb again, avoid the outside, it'll just slow you down for some reason. It's part of the physics of this game being completely unrealistic from time to time. Dino coming to the end of sector 1 is half a tenth up, and that was close. He's caught that very well though, and he's going to need to get out of the way of Slivka, who's on a lap, and he darts off to the exit of turn 6 there. So we'll jump on board with the Mercedes, who was just behind, and see what he can do here, as it's looking like a tidy middle sector as so far, and it's 2.5 tenths up. He's going to need to find a bit more in the final sector, but a pretty decent start from the Mercedes, as carrying it nicely around there, and again through this corner, just trying to keep the minimum speed up, which is important. To the line, misses out by 25 thousandths. Who else is on a lap? Dorotsky and Imchas are just starting.
Yes.
Is that Fagali? Fagali's improving, and improves to P4. That's quite nice for the Red Bull. What about Jack Andrews in the Haas? Does not improve on his time. Dordovic is on the lap. So we are all the way back to Matuziak then, who is 2 tenths down and has no battery, so I don't think he's on a lap.
Nicely done in turn 4 by Dorotsky, coming and keeping it tight through turn 5, darting down towards the chicane and braking just as the curb starts on the outside, taking it nicely through there. Here you want to take a later apex and another later apex just to square it off as much as possible, coming into this easy flat right, and just a slight lift and tab and a brake on the right. purple sector 2, which is really nice from Dorotsky. This looks like a tidal lap, don't it? Doesn't it? Yes, it does, in my opinion. Coming into the final turn, what sort of lap time are we going for here? Maybe a 1:15.8, maybe? If he's hooked the last sector up?
And up to
Coming
line
over the line,
15.6.
it is 1:15.7.
It's 15.6.
Yeah, 15.6, but we should round it up.
Yeah, it's pretty much just 7.
Yeah. Really nice lap time from the Alpine driver.
Dordovic here in the final sector is about half a second up. As let's see what the AlphaTauri can do. As now we're in the final corner, up to the line. Does a 16.6 for P6, not bad. As
Adam Lapich has joined the server. I thought he had retired from Ero Pc F2.
Yeah.
Well, you never know. He might have been asked by the tier coordinator or the owner to step in because
I don't know. I hope he has to watch because otherwise, well, I can't check because I'm streaming. Quill, can you see anywhere? Right, PB said I'm arguing with Watch if I'm allowed to race. Watch said yes. Okay, that's good. Cool. That's fine by me then. Call me Jensen Button, returning for one race. That's fine then. Oh, back a lick. Hello. Is Dino on a lap?
I am reading Quill's.
Dino
Quill's
is on a
messages.
lap. And Dino's a 10th up.
Reading Quill's messages in the chat using their Charles Leclerc race engineer voice, which is just stuck in my brain. Which is fun.
So let's see how Dino can do then in the rest of this lap. Keeps it in the track limits, half a second up. It's looking decent. And well, Dino hopefully can find some more time in the final sector. And well, if he can, then he could go close to Dordovic, potentially even higher.
Okay, so I've just gotten a message from Quill saying that Adam is allowed to race
Yeah.
in this race if it's
Yeah, I got a message from Watch as well. So that's fine.
Okay. Fine.
So, Dino improved to a 17 flat, but I think he's going to need to find a bit more time. Anyways, on board with Joe Fagali now. Actually, we'll take a quick look if Backlick's improving. No, Backlick is not. So, Fagali will be next round.
Nice late Apex.
As I've been sent the same screenshot of Adam asking if he can race by about 74 different people. So that's nice. Who's pinging me in PCF2? Who wants a scrap? Oh, it's Warge, okay. Maybe he doesn't want to scrap, actually. But anyways. Anyways, Fagali, purple sector 1, 2.5 temps. So that's a lot of time found in sector 1. So this could be a storming lap from the Red Bull. He's got Adam just in front, actually. He's also on a lap. I didn't even realise. Anyways, Fagali, what can he do? Oh, he's actually lost time in the middle sector.
Oh, Adam's in the wall and he's retired. Wow. That's not the start of the qualifying that the British Mercedes driver would have been hoping for.
Yep.
He did not manage to replicate the form of George Russell in qualifying in Hungary, as we obviously seen with Adam starting last and George starting on pole.
Fagali actually improves by over a 10.5, but just doesn't improve his position. So
let's be real, if there anyone wanting to replicate the form of their drivers in real life here, we want one of the Williams drivers, or it might just only be Dino this race, to replicate what Latifi did in FP1.
McGinty's improving, almost 3 temps up in sector 1. And that's a very good start for the Alpine. As he's going to need to find quite a lot more time to challenge his teammate, who's been one of the quickest drivers towards the latter stages of this season, and has had a massive improvement in general throughout the season. As McGinty actually lost time in Sector 2 there, it's pretty much copying Fagali. So all he needs to do now is match his time from his previous lap directly, which by going in second he's not going to gain time there, but you never know. I don't know what is this, he's running us up to the line. Yeah, he actually lost time, and he's having a bit of fun with the wheel, I'll tell you that.
The Alfa Romeo is on a lap currently.
Yeah,
Oh, never mind, my bad. Going into pit. I think he's just aborted his lap because it seemed like he was pushing through the left-hander there, but I don't know.
Fagali's regenerated his battery and he's going once again in the Red Bull. So let's see. It's going to be... well, he might be able to back off and go again, but...
Oh!
If this is his final push lap, then let's see what he can do. As I see yellow flags, so that's someone slowing down, I think. How is Fagali doing? Oh, he's had a massive moment.
Snap. Yep.
He's going to need to turn the battery off, regenerate, and go again then. As we also have the two Alpines. Well, McGinty's going to the pit lane, and Dorotski will be starting a lap. Someone who's already on their lap is Adam Matusiak, who is 2.5 tenths up. So, I mean, he'll beat Jack Andrews with this time.
Oh, a spin in the pits from Lucas McGinty. Now he's just taking the piss. Going around in first, and he's in the wall, and he got sent back onto the pit lane. I don't know what McGinty is playing with here, but
I mean,
look like
it doesn't matter as long as he didn't get disqualified, as Matusiak's 4.5 tenths up. It's looking like a good lap from the Red Bull. However, 4.5 tenths would only improve his position by 1, which is depressing to think about. It's up to the line now. It is actually going to improve him by 2 places as he found even more in the final sector. Who's next? Well, Fagali backed off and is starting a lap again. So, as the clock ticks to 0, Dorotski's not improving. Oh no, it doesn't yet. I thought it said 001, not 018. How the hell have I read that wrong? Anyways, Dordovic, purple middle sector. However, unless he's got a second in the final sector, he's not going to be challenging for pole. As he's going to need quite a lot of time actually to get up to McGinty, as he keeps it very tight there and almost a bit too tight if anything, as doesn't quite get to McGinty, but not a bad lap. As Slivka finishes P2. What about Imtiaz? Imtiaz was about a 10th up. This should put him back ahead of the Mercedes driver at least, and it does. It's a 15.8.
Final corner. Let's see if he can improve on his current P10 time. And no, yeah, he can.
He can.
By 1.2 tenths, but it didn't improve his starting position, so it didn't really matter. Currently being 6 tenths off the Red Bull in 9th. However, we have 3 retired drivers, so yeah, he just kept it clean and finished a lap, which was all he had to do to not start last. Let's see how long the game takes until we are getting on the grid and choosing strategies.
I'll tell you something, I'd love a nice quick race. Like,
you're looking like a quite dark cloud on track, so we might see some rain in the race, I don't know.
I'm just hoping for a nice quick race, no safety cars. And do you want to know what I'm going to do once it finishes?
The ACC?
Probably.
Yeah. Surprise, surprise. No, yeah, a very good performance from the Alpine driver in first, with Imtiaz currently looking to take the lead from Dino Puscadilla in the championship. And starting position wise, he's done a very good job, the Malaysian driver.
Dino down in 7th. It's not the end of the world. You
It's
know
not.
what Dino's like, he'd randomly all appear on the podium out of nowhere sometimes, and you're like, hey, the hell has he done that? I think I'll be hoping that today is one of those days, yeah, we'll just have to find out. I'll just have to wait and see as it's completely dry.
It is.
I'm
My
just inspecting
analysis of the clouds in the qualifying wasn't all that correct.
the only tyres we can see is the Mercedes garage, and it's on Adam Lapage's side, who currently has soft selected.
I wouldn't put it past him to start on softs on a track like this.
I wouldn't put it
To be
past him
honest.
to have 0-0 wings on the track like this.
Oh.
I don't think that would be possible. If you run 0-0 at Hungary, you're ending up in a wall. Also,
Slightly, yes.
is my mic louder now? If Quill's still watching, maybe, I hope.
I
Anyways,
haven't heard, but I've not heard any problems.
that's 5 lights and a very long call, but we are underway here as Imchaz looks to have gotten a good start, I believe, and immediately jumps into first place. There's a bit of lag at the back from an Alfa Romeo. That seems there's almost 5 white there, but there's 2 lots of 3 wide. Is anyone going to play bowling into turn 1? I don't think they are, as Fagali jumps up into third place ahead of Slivka, who has dropped no, not 2 places, 1 place from the start, and has to tuck in behind the Red Bull. McGinty going for a dive on Matusiak, and there's massive contact. That's Jack Andrews
Jack
at the
Andrews,
race, and
yeah,
that's a
Adam Lepage is up
VSC.
to 10th. And Dino's down to 11 after contact with one of the drivers in the midfield.
Yeah,
And there was slight contact between Matusiak, I believe it is, and Lucas McGinty in turn 1.
just a VSC,
There a safety
despite a
car?
car being
No,
parked
just
in the
a
middle of
VSC,
the
okay.
track as Kopaszewski's lagging quite badly. And we also have drivers overtaking each other. I don't know. Anyways, let's have a look at the tyres. And, well, it's a mix of mediums, hards, and then softs for Matusiak. As I'm trying to see who's missing a front wing. Dordovic is missing an end plate. Adam Lepage is fine. Bakalik looks all good. To me, I think it's just Dordovic, which is unfortunate for the AlphaTauri driver. Oh, and Robbie as well. So both AlphaTauris have got damage. So they're going to be double stacking on lap 1. That is not ideal. As Quill said that it's fine. Oh, Dorotsky's also now got a drive-through penalty. As, yeah, both AlphaTauris go to the pit lane, and that's not good for Dorotsky, our pole sitter. Who is right on the back of Imchaz, closely followed by Fagali. But Fagali being on hards, if he can stick in DRS and just drive this one nicely, same with Slivka, then they can have a very good race. And well, someone who's also going to be looking to join this train and probably get past the hard runners is Matusiak, as he needs to make the most of those softs early on here. As Dorotsky right on the back of Imchaz, he's not trying to move there, surely not.
At this point,
Hold
if
your
you're
breath.
Fagali, you just want to have a clean one and just focus on the race time and not trying to get track position. If you can get track position, it's fine, obviously. But like, what he's really wanting to do now is just to pull away from the hard runners behind him and let go of the train as far as possible and try to come out in front of so many drivers as possible when he's finally doing his stop for most likely mediums. But if he's feeling it, he can put it out and do a soft as well. But I wouldn't recommend it because the softs tend to have quite short tire life here.
Dorotsky's gone to the pit lane, and Matusiak and McGinty are now into the DRS train, as Dino going for a move on Adam Lepage. And yeah, he's managed to get that move done, as Adam's going to try stay in the slipstream. Someone's in the wall there. That's an Alfa Romeo of Kopaszewski. And I'm confused what's going on. Kopaszewski's lagging quite a lot, which is not ideal, but he's not causing issues for other drivers, so that's fine.
Biggest gainer this far is Matusiak and 5 places up, but he's on soft, I believe, so that is to be expected. If he can keep on going and get past the Mercedes in front of him, that would be ideal.
Currently we have a front 5 train. DRS, well, is now enabled, so we will see it on the start-finish straight. And just after turn 1,
There's a bit of lag. Just saw Imchas having a massive slide of oversteer off the track, and then he just teleported back onto the track. So the connection doesn't seem to be perfect for the McLaren
There's
driver.
yellow flags. That's someone
Oh,
gone. It's Kopaszewski. And that's a
And
VSC
that's surely a
again.
safety car. Yeah, it is. Race directors doesn't seem to be very into
Oh, it's full. They've
Yeah, it is
upgraded
full
it.
safety car.
They've upgraded it. And ooh, that's
A
interesting.
lot. The leaders got out in front of it, so there will be quite a long time under safety car this time, because so we might be getting up to 4 or 5 laps under the safety car when the entire field has to get round ones just to catch it.
So 2 drivers have retired by lap 3, so everyone's going to be gone by about lap 22.
I'd say Matusiak is in right now, don't you think?
What did he say?
Changing his soft
Yeah,
rubber
oh yeah,
to hard.
changing his softs definitely.
Yes, and somebody on the mediums might do something like throw a Hail Mary and try something bold to do the rest of the race on hards. I haven't actually done any long run on this track, so I don't really know if the hards will last, but the hards tend to be a very durable tire, so if they can last a full race on Saudi Arabia, they should probably do it here as well.
I'm hoping we Pokemon downloads, so if there's more safety cars I can start playing. Oh, it's on 80%. Rip. Oh,
Ero Pc F2 Pokemon gameplay. That's what we all are looking for.
We've already had a quiz. We've had some random stuff on this, and that's why PCF2 is alright. I guess, I don't know.
They tend to be like PCF2 in almost any league seems to be the most enjoyment. Wow, he must have surely had damage in that case.
Nope.
He's
caught medians and gone, yeah, cool, to the end.
Okay, probably a 2-stop then, because he might be reckoning that he has to change the hard rubber to mediums later on anyways, so then he might as well boot on a fresh set of rubbers in mediums and try to do a 2-stop on mediums. No, he's left the session, and I don't really get why.
Probably his internet, let's be honest.
Yeah, I'll send him an invite. I'll be on it. And
Adam returns, nothing's changed. Low wings, no internet.
Yeah. Oh, I thought you said he returned. Okay. So I'm on sending an invite again.
I was about to say that Hungary's pug like Monaco, where the full safety car can't come. Well, it clearly can come out. It just has to. They just have to think about it. They're like, is it really worth wasting people's time sitting behind this car that drives around at 12 miles an hour? And if anything, it's just more of a danger to society than it is a safety car. At times when it teleports and murders you. Shout out to Drake Dempsey, you got murdered here by the safety car teleported.
Yes, that was
interesting.
That was quite something, yeah.
Anyways, that wasn't this league, so I shouldn't be talking about it. I apologise. Come join the Ero while you're looking at it, as Adam is back in the session.
But let's be real, Drake Dempsey is an Ero driver, so it's fine.
Yeah. If I had to be honest,
yeah.
please come join the Ero. We've got plenty of slots open, as you can see, because people...
And a lot of tiers.
People don't turn up, sadly, sometimes.
And we do have a lot of tiers.
We've even got full-time seats available in F2. We're on the ropes here. We need some drivers, so if you
please
do want to sign up...
Give me a seat, please.
Go into the description, where you can find the link to the Discord, where you can get yourself signed up. There you go. Bit of promotion.
Seat, please.
Watch all of me doing that during safety cars. Also, if you are enjoying the stream, remember to give it a like as well, because we'll be here every Saturday, only for 2 more weeks in a row before the season's over, and we can create a champion, which is either going to be Dino Pushkadia or Furkan Imtiaz. Who will it be? I don't know. We'll see. It's between them to race it.
If Imtiaz is keeping up this form, I'd not put it past him to win this, but he has to get back about 17 points, I believe. So He has a bit of
Well,
road
he's
up,
done
but
over half. He's done 15 of them this race. If it ended right now.
yeah, and so if they finish 1-2 twice in Imch's favor, he's climbed back 18 points, I believe. No, whoa,
But
my maths are way off.
he climbed back 16.
Yeah, you can't believe I did maths in school. And quite high level of it as well. But yeah, who cares? We're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about the championship battle between Furkan Imches and Dino Pescadilla.
We're
Who's
also
your bet
here
on?
for the safety car to go in. Who's my bets
Oh.
on? My bets
Yes.
is on Dino to become the first back-to-back champion in Ero Pc history. I know that. I don't know if PS has had back-to-back champions ever. Do you mean 14 points? Hugo, did you mean 14?
I might have meant 14. It depends on the fastest lap. Just
Oh
leave
no,
it at
I
that.
must have meant 14 because I can't do maths either. We really
Yeah,
can't do maths. We are amazing. Anyways, Imchaz is going to get us started eventually. And there we go, he's off and he's not really got a restart that's going to
Nice,
give him
mate.
much breathing room, as Fagadi's going to be absolutely flying at him into turn 1 on the outside. The Red Bull goes. I mean, he doesn't need to fight this, but I mean, if he can be in first place on hard tyres, then he's definitely not going to complain, as McGinty looking to get past the Mercedes of Slivka on the outside here. As the Alpine driver cruises round, and a bit of a moment from the Mercedes isn't going to help him out, so McGinty moves up into the podium places as Dordovic and Adam Lepic fighting, and now Robbie's trying to go around the outside there. Luckily Adam backed out because someone was dying if he didn't. Oh, what's going on there? There's an Alpine off. McGinty's off.
Poor guy having a good race and then getting off, squeezed off track, I believe. But Imches still out in front and pulling a second gap, so he's currently out of the DRS window to Joe Figali,
Jack Andrews
which
has
is
left the
ideal
session.
for his race currently.
And
Yeah, but he's out of the race since lap 1. So
I mean, as he left the session,
Thursday.
everyone lagged, which is not ideal.
Hopefully he wasn't the lobby host. I do not know.
No, it wasn't. It's Bakalik.
Curious.
He's P6 currently.
Yeah, okay. Furkan Imches still pulling out even as 1/2 since I last mentioned it, which is currently helping his cause to win the title.
As Dorotsky goes for a move on Dino, moving up into P4. And so Dino's going to have to try fight that one back, but I don't think he's going to be under too much pressure from behind, as behind him Matusiak trying to make a move on Bakalik, who is on the hards, whereas Matusiak's on the fresh mediums. They're going to go side by side into here, and there's contact into turn 5, and Matusiak is round.
Hopefully without damage.
I don't think he got damage from that. It was like a tiny little scrape.
So a safety car for him would be ideal in this situation. But we've already had 2, I believe, or 1 with the virtual safety car, so he has to wait quite a bit, I believe. Running side by side for turn 4 is never easy.
Here comes McGinty.
Not really even-
Oh, he's had to go deep to avoid Dordovic there, as Adam Lepic also makes a move on Robbie Kinnable in the Alpha Tauri. And moves up into 9th as his internet's having a moment. I wouldn't be surprised to see him disconnect again as Fagadi takes the fastest lap, quickly replaced by Dorotsky. Fagadi actually did a 20.000, or a 20 dead. As he's also caught back up to Imchaz a bit and is nearly back in that DRS. He is now back in the DRS by 3 thousandths. And yeah, he's sort of just hovering on the edge as a bit of a gap starting to form between the top 5 and those behind. Dino
McGinty
just
closing
lagging
up
behind
on-
the front 4.
McGinty is closing up on Dordovic. So we'll have to see. He slightly misses the apex and might have gotten a track invalidation there for turn 4.
Ooh, Bakalik
Keeping
had a
it
bit
nice
of a
and tidy
slide
through turn 5.
in front. As McGinty's going to want to get past here. His mediums will still be better at this point of the race than those hard tyres. And we know what pace McGinty can do. So We'll see if he's going to get a move on here. He's going to go for a dive from there. Whew.
According to Quill, there is a pole position point in Ero. I had no idea about that.
Yep, there
So
is.
yeah, then Imches can claw even more points than to.
So then it would be
Yeah,
18. So you were
Yeah,
correct.
would be. I was without knowing it.
Anyway, Sorotsky close to the back of Slivka, but they're all in the DRS strain, which makes it really difficult to overtake, and Dino's lost so much time just from, well, not being in the train, as McGinty, you don't need to dive it from there, mate. It's dangerous, if anything.
Let's see if Dorosky can get into the... Oh! The Mercedes driver in third is getting out of shape through turn 4 and 5.
Dorosky's going for it.
Dorosky going for it, yep. Please back out. Yeah, the Mercedes chose to not die and backed out of his
Just to
defense.
not die.
Yes. But let's
I
be
mean,
real, if
you're
you're
not
going
wrong.
onto the sausage curb there on the left side of the track, there will be massive consequences for the Mercedes driver.
Oh, that's a lot of people running wide through that corner. I mean, if you want to report them for track limits, there you go. Timestamp of the stream is, I don't even know. 36:28, something like that. Not bad.
Portugal is back in the DRS, I believe, from Imches. So the hard tires may be on the crossing point now.
Johnny has said, thank God there's going to be one less report. Yeah, you're not wrong, Johnny.
Oh, Johnny is the tier steward for tier 2. I thought it was for tier 3.
No, tier 3 is Quill.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
And Quill might as
Adam
well be
Leipzig
tier
is-
4 as well, but yeah.
Yeah. Adam Leipzig's mediums has been seeming to work. He's gained a few positions on this track that we know is hard to overtake on. So he might have made a good strategy call here.
He is sort of just hovering in this DRS strain though, so it's going to lose in time just like it's losing McGinty time at the moment. However, Bakalik is actually, to be fair, closing in on Dino, who's just struggling a bit, considering everyone else in front has DRS, except for at the moment what would be Slivka, who's right on the edge of getting it. And I think he will, because Fagali has sort of slowed Dorotsky through that corner. He's going to be so close. Did he get it? I don't think he did. So I think Dorotsky turning on the battery. He's going to go for the move for P2 here. And the Alpine driver gets it done. And manages to defend the move nicely.
Will Fagali be able to fight back with DRS though?
No.
Oh, no.
No
the
chance.
Alpine had DRS as well. I thought it wasn't. So, yes.
Dino's tyres are 104 carcass.
How do you know that?
He's probably
Can you see it
engineering.
on the steering wheel?
Quill's probably.
Oh, yeah, Quill said it. Okay, I thought you.
Oh yeah, you can see the 104 on the front right. Whoa. That's not good.
Wait, what tires did Dino on? Mediums. Okay, yeah. Well,
If Dino uses softs, then it's not looking
they
good,
will
bro.
blow up.
Yeah, the
No.
softs
So
won't
a late
last.
safety car would be
Bad.
very much bad for the Croatian driver in the Williams.
Anyone fancy making moves? I tell you, someone who does. It's McGinty. He's going to put the battery on. He's going to dive to the inside of Dordovic. And they're going to be side by side still. Dordovic trying to defend this one. But he's just going to let McGinty go there. He can now chase after Bakalik, who's actually caught into the DRS range of Dino, to be fair.
There's an overtake in first place. The Alpine driver has passed the McLaren driver and is taking turn 1 as the lead driver here. Both of them... Oh, there's been a crash in sector 3. Yellow flags.
That is Robbie Kinnable, as Adam Lapage also has got a move done on Dordovic, moving up into 8th place.
Can you please fill me in on what has happened there?
So Adam went on the curb, went sideways, went flying off track and then just teleported back to the racing line like nothing happened.
This guy has the best internet in all of the world. He has probably got 1,000 megabits download and upload at minimum.
1,000. I mean, Bodian nearly has 1,000. I think. I don't know.
Fair play. Adam's internet is so fast that we
I
can't
remember
see him on
someone
the track.
sent in a screenshot in like one of the help chats or something when his sign-up form was reviewed for Ero. Kopaszewski was also lagging earlier. Maybe it's the server, maybe it's... Well, we know what Adam's internet's like anyway, so yeah.
Yes,
He's actually minus 0.1 ahead of the behind the driver ahead of him, so he's ahead while behind as Vigali goes for the move for second place. And he manages to get it done.
I believe the hards are the better tires at this point now. So let's see
I think
how
it's
many.
just crossing over.
Yes, let's see how many laps there will be until our medium drivers are switching over to the harder rubber.
Say about 2 or 3. 1
Yeah.
or 2, 2 or 3, 3 or 4, 4 or 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Is the Roshki flashing? I believe he was there for a second, but...
Tell you someone who is flashing back a lick. As Adam now picks up a penalty.
Where do you get time penalty? Time penalties here? Maybe in
through the fast
sector two.
left-hander. Turn 5 or
fast
whatever,
left-hander.
running
Yeah.
wide.
And the fast right-hander, which the leader...
No, you don't get penalties there, as Robbie also joins him through the exact same corner. The game doesn't invalidate you here at all. You can go flat out and it won't invalidate you. I know that because shush, I didn't say anything. Don't go and abuse this on your sign-ups at all, because that would be very bad of you, because you'd be putting yourself in a tier with yeah, shut up, Luke. Anyways, back to the action. Backlick right on the back of Dino here. Dino lags back towards him for good measure, so I think Backlick's getting a bit of help here, as the internet quality in this lobby is absolutely lovely from everyone. So shout out to everyone on the 6 megabits per second this race, clearly. There's McGinty looking for a move on Dino now. Dives it to the inside. And yeah, he's got that move done for P6. Now he can go after Bakalik, but I mean, I don't know, can he get Bakalik? We'll just have to wait and see.
I don't know. Currently, it doesn't look like he will, with a 6.5 second gap.
Mate, if we've got another safety car, my Pokemon's only got like 10 minutes left, so I'm living. Come
If
on.
there's another safety car, Luke will turn down the stream to play some Pokemon. We all know it.
Oh, Adam's gone.
You might as well just play it on stream.
I don't want to get copyright for playing. Actually, you can't. If it's a game, mate, if I play the same, it won't copyright. You can hear the volume of it. Of some like weird creatures making weird noises. That's all you'll get to hear. And some like chirpy music or something, I guess. As Imshaz goes to the pits. So 1 lap after you said when someone gonna go to the pits, Imshaz decides, yeah, I'm going to the pits.
Let's see if he has pulled the trigger too early or if it's a genius move.
Here comes McGinty. Swaps to the inside, brakes later, Backlit goes deep.
I think he's going to get out in some clean air. Oh!
Oh, the
The
Backlit
Alfa Romeo's round. Yep.
I was wondering why I didn't see him exiting the corner or not. Like, I was waiting for him to come around the corner and he just didn't appear.
I hope that is when all
I think he went too wide onto the curb on the exit of turn 1, which is just for some reason just murders you sometimes. I don't know, that curb's just terrible. Just stay away from it. Report it for antisocial behaviour and bullying. And there you go, sorted. Maybe they'll fix it.
Rochki has pulled his increasing his gap down to Joe, which is interesting because Joe should have the faster tires right now and has been showing good pace all race. That rhymed.
McGinty's right on the back of Dino here. He's going to go to the inside, say thank you very much as Dino breaks early and sort of just lets the Alpine ahead. And McGinty's now up to 4th place. And after making that move, goes to the pits.
Close McGinty. Oh no, McGinty's pitting, yes.
Anyone else fancy pitting? No, Matusiak doesn't. Although he doesn't really need to pit.
He has the freshest rubber out of anyone, except Imches, who just
So,
pitted,
a
obviously.
nice set of hard tyres for McGinty. He's going to be quite far behind Imchiaz though, who is the professional race leader. However, he's got a bit of traffic up there. Actually, he's not the professional race leader. Because some people could technically... Like, Dordovic could do 34 laps on hards, realistically. And if he does, then fair play, you deserve to win the race. As is yellow flags. Goodbye, Adam.
And there's a Mercedes. Yeah. Again, it feels like.
Yeah, part 2 of the Spin Chronicles, I guess. I don't know. As...
And he's without a front wing now as well. He has to be in this lap to book. Well, he has end plates, but no front wing. I don't really know how that's working out.
What? What?
Yes, there are floating end
I can
plates.
see that. What is
No,
that?
I don't really know if he has damage or
Oh,
it's
he's
just
got a
bug
bit
with
of the front
technical.
wing. It's just like...
Yeah.
nice.
Is Mitch Snape in the lobby breaking it? I don't know.
It's a Mitch moment, that is. I swear he literally did
Yes.
this the other day.
Yeah, at Baku.
Yeah.
He is widely known in the world as the game breaker.
He's also
Or
known as the
widely
GOAT of
known in the
Pc
world.
F3.
Yes, obviously, but
Right,
that's
Mitch.
common
Anyways,
information by now.
We have some pit lane users of Dino and Matusiak. I don't know why I said it like that. That was weird. Anyway, no, Matusiak. Did Matusiak just go to the... My game is bugging. McGinty.
What?
No, McGinty. It said
Dino's just
Matusiak
came
was
out of
in
the
the pits, but he wasn't. No, Dorotsky was in the pits, and he's gonna make 4th. What the? How quick's he been going? He's been breaking some speed limits. Why does it say my mic is like at a level it shouldn't be at, and it's technically should be breaking everyone's ears on the stream right now?
I don't really know. I think the
OBS
volume
is just
fine with-
bad.
Yes, I recommend Streamlabs, but I don't know how that affects the actual streaming quality and stuff
I
for
don't know.
viewing podcasts like this. I don't know. It's not really.
It's good when
But
you're
I'm
not using
streaming.
stream keys and doing it like for I don't know. I'm
I don't know
trying
how
rubbish.
OBS or Streamlabs works. Yes, I am too.
I'll stay quiet.
Let's get back to the race. Furkan Imches is currently closing up on the Alfa Romeo in front of him after he's made a pit stop, which is looking really good for the McLaren driver. Let's see if he can get a nice.
Oh, that's a
undercut
nice
from
fastest
the
lap. 19.699. I like that one.
If
Anyways,
Imches can get out in front of Figali when Figali has pitted, which he most likely should be,
well, the
if it
traffic's
doesn't
not
get
going to
hold
help.
up. No, it's not. But surely he will get past with a fresher rubber now.
I also think one of these two will probably pit. See, oh, there you go. That's how to get up a position.
Yeah, let's
Goodbye,
see if
Bakalik.
Matusiak will hold the McLaren driver up for his teammates.
Nah.
Don't you think?
No one does team play realistically, other than I guess the Alpines. Dorotsky and Dino, despite not being on the same team, I guess sometimes just do some stuff, and then Imshaz and Bodian I've seen do stuff as well, but yeah, that's pretty much it. And Alpines is sort of just not really fighting each other, and if they're on different strategies, stuff like that. Adam's in a wall again, as his teammates in the pit lane.
That is what's happening when you're signing up to a race 1 minute after qualifying has started.
That's this lap for
Essentially.
Dorotsky then, as Dordovic also pits. Interesting. He could have gone to the
Okay.
end, but he's not.
So
to do
when
that.
Joe has pitted, he.
Oh,
will
hello,
be
this
in
is
the lead.
interesting. Slivska's coming out right alongside Imchiaz. And the Mercedes has got the move. And he's on the medium tyres. And he's now going for the move on Matusiak. But his cold tyres would essentially just have understeered him straight into the side of the Red Bull if he tried, so...
I'll tell you what.
Yeah.
We have to be really lucky that I'm not streaming this one, because my race direction is so bad that I missed the freeway battle. So
I almost did, to be
we're
fair,
lucky
but...
that I'm not the one controlling the camera on stream.
Hold up, I want to try something. Oh, that's
Oh, no.
sick!
What?
I pressed on one and then just slid my finger across all like the numbers, so it just went for everyone. I'm having too much fun.
Okay, I tried it as well. The classic piano move.
Anyways, Fagali's into the pits now, so we'll see how he's done.
As he has to do 15
I'll take your
laps
shot
on
for
mediums, which is easily doable.
Matisiak also goes in, and Dorotsky's actually going to be in the lead of this race. Interesting.
Well, he got pole, didn't he? So
He was also, I believe, second provisionally on track, ahead of Imshaz. And compared to Imshaz, look how far up the road he is.
yeah,
That was, yeah,
it's a great strategy by Fagali, taking advantage of the drivers fighting in behind in traffic.
I mean, a decent enough save from Robbie, but he still went sideways.
I believe Fagali is in for the win here if he can close up the 3-second gap and get past within a reasonable time from now, because if he's waiting to get past to find the right opportunity, then the tires would probably come away from him. So if he can get his tires fired up quickly, he might be able to get past Dorotsky in a couple of laps from now. What we should have now is the AWS striking distance graphic.
You really think F1 would be able to do that with it saying something like 247 laps or something? Weird.
No, I don't, but they can try.
They can try. They won't get very far, I'll be honest, as Roxy sets the fastest lap of the race.
They have the predictive strategy thing that real life F1 has, and it's completely
How many times has Adam spun at that corner? Enough.
Too many is the answer.
Too many. Slivka's actually just done the fastest lap of the race and has said to him Shaz goodbye, and unfortunately for him, Shaz, it's looking like a 4th place finish without a safety car. As
one more spin for the Brit and he's being lapped by Dorotsky.
Yeah, that wouldn't be good. Still within 30 seconds of the car ahead though. I say that, he's no longer in 30 seconds of the car ahead. As Fagali's already closed 8 tenths. As I say that, he loses 2 tenths. But it's fine, he'll close it back again, I'm sure. There's one of the tenths. And there's the other 10th, I think. Yep. There's purple middle sector for the Red Bull driver.
He has already closed in 8 tenths on Dorotsky in front.
He's actually closed in over a second there.
Yeah.
And this is definitely going to be the fastest lap of the race, and I think Fagali's on. If he can get past, break the DRS and just go, then yeah, I think Fagali's winning this.
Yeah, his tire strategy has been absolutely sublime this far. And the lead pack, which is Dorotsky and Joe Fagali, has pulled away massively from the Mercedes driver behind. And Imches, who looked to be in the fight for the win, is nowhere realistically. Yeah, but all he has to do, is beat Dino Pescadia, and he's succeeding with this. So not all bad for the McLaren.
I'll tell you something. The one good thing is at least the Bakalik's on the fastest lap. That's pretty good. The one good thing about this is that the fight currently. The only one on track, at least it's for the leaders. Bakalik's gone. Well, at least he got the fastest lap before he spun. As Fagali might be in DRS here. Can he do it?
Let's see if Fagali can respond as well on the fastest lap and reclaim it. I believe he can, but he's not used a lot of ERS since last lap.
He takes a really weird line in the final corner.
He's taking a really early apex and being 2 tenths behind his fastest lap on his last one.
Yeah, he's
taking a nice line
here.
Putting the DRS, turning it on, getting through the gears quite quickly, coming down to turn 2, where you want to be flicking it in 3rd gear and short shifting up to 5th on exits once you get under power. Trying to keep it tight and nice for here, coming out to turn 4, where you realistically want to cut as much as possible without invalidating the lap. And he's managing to do that nicely, and here you essentially want to just avoid the white curb on the inside, because if you touch it, then you end up in the shadow realm. Slightly tapping the inside of the chicane, and he is all over the back of the Rochki now. If he can stay this close and use the bit of battery he has left, I don't think the Rochki will be able to defend himself. It's all a matter of how good they can take the last two corners. Through the penultimate corner they both go, and Joe is closer than ever. 3.5 tenths behind, and he's gaining massively on exit. Yeah, the mechanical grip on the Red Bull is far superior to the Alpine right now. But the Alpine driver is depleting all of his battery that he got left, and the Red Bull is closing out, going down the inside, and is slightly ahead coming into the braking zone. Taking a nice late apex and taking all the track on exit.
Well, he gets the benefit of the double DRS here, which is very helpful at Hungary. If you can make a move on the first straight, as you can defend your position on the second, and Vigardi's now got the task of breaking that DRS, but Dorosky's got a bit of battery to play with, so he's not going to let the Red Bull just completely run away here, as he picks up a 3-second time penalty, and that was very close on the edge of track limits.
Now he essentially just got to stay as close to the Red Bull as possible and just pressure him into doing mistakes. Otherwise, Joe Vigardi is running away with this one, with the track penalties and all. But we can never count out the possibility of a DRS. DRS? What am I on about? I was going to say a safety car.
Of a DRS. Oh, as you say, that Dino's in the wall.
Oh no.
That's not ideal.
Not good for one of the championship protagonists. But with the safety car, the track is commonly known as Monaco without walls. But there are walls, and they can be lethal at times if you get a tire on the grass or taking the wrong curb.
Vigardi's done it, and he's got the fastest lap as well. Off he goes into the distance. He's just
a great performance out of the first 25 laps from the Lebanese driver. He is.
Oh, Dorosky, that was close.
Yeah, Dorosky. Now you want to get a move on and try to pressure Vigardi as much as possible. Unless this might be slipping away from you, but he might actually be happy with P2 this far. I don't know. Has he won a race this far?
Yeah.
He has. Okay. Yeah.
I mean, you'll be able to see it on the standings now, maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, I can check the standings now. On standings right now, we have... I'm going to check my browser history, there it is.
I'm also getting standings on my phone. What's going on? Let's see what this does to the standings. Who's up, who's down, who's left, who's right?
He won the last race. He's won 2 out of the last 3.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah, he won both Canada with a fastest lap or pole position. I don't really know. He got 26 points in Canada and 25 in Spain.
Vigardi with 25 is at the moment not going to quite. He's going to be on the same as Dorosky. Actually, no, because Dorosky's got a pole position, but Vigardi's got fastest lap, so he is going to be on the same as him. And unfortunately for Richard, who's directly between them, he's going to lose out. So what else we got going on in the standings with this at the moment?
I was going to ask why there was an
India quite new.
Flag, but I just realized that it's the flag of Miami. Yeah. I figured out that it must have been.
What else is happening? McGinty has caught up to Imshiaz. So while Dino loses a place from spinning, Imshiaz might lose one on track to McGinty here. As at the moment, Imshiaz picks up 12 points compared to Dino's 6, and closes the gap down to 12 points. And if he did that, and they finish 4th and 7th for the next 2 races as well, then they draw. But who would win on came back? Well, Dino's won 4 races, so Dino definitely would win on came back.
How many Simchas won? 2?
Yeah. Dino won the first 3 of the season. I mean, there you go. That says a lot.
Yeah. But he's also had a bad race in Australia and a quite poor one in Bahrain. This is me saying it without having checked how the races actually went. Because essentially I didn't know what Ero was back then, but now I know, and now I'm all here for it.
Anyways, let's see. What can McGinty do? Turning the battery on, using a little bit of it just to drag him closer to the McLaren of Imchiaz. He's not going to dive one from here. And no, he's not, but it almost looked for a second like he would have. And well, we've seen some of the stuff if McGinty strike this race. He's just getting very creative, and he's not going to get through there. Imchiaz has got that completely covered. And he's using his McLaren as a blockade, but he's quite slow through there. McGinty carrying much more speed, and he's not going to try and move. If he did, then I have a feeling someone would have been brained, but you know what, at least that's not going to happen. His back will explained at turn 1 again, and McGinty
How many spins has he had in turn 1? 3, 4, I believe, something like that. But he's having a point right now for 10th place, so he is... Yeah, and let's be real, the gap back to the Mercedes is massive. So he can do pretty much whatever he wants now and just staying out praying for a safety car. And then later on doing some moves. But if he's hoping for a safety car, his time is slowly running out, because the safety car has to be deployed about 3-4 laps before
yellow flags. Who's that? Is that Slivka? No, it's Adam. It's Adam. And I'll tell you something, McGinty's getting this move done. To the inside he goes, and having the inside is just overpowered through there. And the benefit of the DRS once again, and that drops Imchiaz to 5th, which means he's only carving 4 points out of the 18 he needs to close in at the moment. As Matisiak moves up.
Do you know if Amazon has like a discount on spinning top? Because I don't want to send one over to Yorkshire to Adam. Like Gunther Steiner did to Nikita Mazepin.
There might be like a Black Friday code or something you could use.
Yeah,
I'm sure they're still available across this weekend. So I mean, if you order one, you might have to try to figure out his address. I don't know how you're going to do that. But yeah.
I don't know either. But the response from Nikita Mazepin to that joke was brilliant, giving Gunther a door back after Kevin's Fox smashed it.
Yeah. Anyways, Imchiaz still within DRS of McGinty, to be fair. As someone's reigned. Surprise, surprise. Can you guess who it is?
The spinning top himself.
Yep. Imchiaz chilling. Adam moves out the way. That's what you do if you actually know what you're doing, unlike some absolute idiots who don't move out the way. That's mean for me to say it to them, but certain people need to actually look at blue flags and think, oh, I need to move because of this, not just parking it and ghosting through everyone.
Yes.
Like,
it's not GT racing, you have to move out for blue flags, and you have 3 marshal posts to do it, I believe.
Hello,
coming
Jonathan.
Into the 4 last laps with 5 laps it is, with Joe Figali now, and his lead is currently up to 5.4 seconds, including the penalty on Dorochki. But as we know, penalties are appealable, so if you believe you have gotten a penalty unfairly, you can always report it to the stewards, and the steward might give the game a fine. No, that's not how it works. But essentially,
the game a fine.
Yeah,
just go up to Codemasters and charge him a tenner, just like, yeah, get what you doing. Take
a good kid. Okay, so there's not a lot of fighting going on throughout the grid. The closest battle right now is between 8th and 9th with the Red Bull and AlphaTauri, and in Ero they are completely separate teams, so there won't be any team orders there between the AlphaTauri and the Red Bull driver.
You never know, there might be.
Yeah, I don't know, maybe. But the AlphaTauri driver is on 27 lap old hards, which he got from the first safety car and just stuck on it.
Fair enough, honestly.
I believe. Yeah, if he's nursing this home, that's 2 points as well. That's really good for him. I'm going to go check on penalties now. See how many penalties there actually are for the drivers that have been penalized by the game this far. Okay.
I'll tell you
There's
something, my
not
game's
there.
downloaded, so I'm glad that I can play that later. Anyways,
Yeah. Okay.
we've got
Everyone with a penalty bit far has 3 seconds, so there's
4
nothing
laps.
more than that.
So 4 laps to go. Not really been too much this race. I mean, there's been a few moments where we've had some interesting stuff. The start wasn't bad, the middle phase was a bit, and at the end, not much has really happened. Adam's in the pits, and
Retirement maybe, or going for fast laps. What do you do?
Adam doesn't retire. He only goes fastest laps.
Yeah. Okay. So after Joe did pass the Rocky, there hasn't been a lot of fighting at all, and Joe has very much closed this race down.
Yeah.
Unless he gets a ridiculous 5-second penalty or anything like that.
Or if he spins.
Well, he can, but with this big of a lead, you typically take it easy just to not do anything stupid. But I don't know, Joe. He might be one of those drivers that's pushing at 100% all the time, and that's up to him, really.
Anyways, how long have we got left? 3 laps.
About 2.5 laps, yeah.
Not 2.5. We've only just started.
Oh, okay, yeah. I've looked at the wrong Alpine. Yes.
Anyways, we oh, there's something that's happened. There's Dorotsky. Yellow flags for the Alpine, yeah.
Okay,
I think it was only a half spin, but
this race is surely sealed now. And no, I'm not trying to put the commentator's curse on it, as I've been the victim to that many times. As you know, you would know, Luke, after jinxing my consistency.
Anyways, we don't talk about that, and we move on to Bakalik, who's closing up to Robbie. Those 29-lap-old hards are not provided as much grip as these 13-lap-old mediums, I'll tell you that. And well, Bakalik's got 6 seconds, so we need to get past and then build a 3-second gap. And when he's going to have 3 laps to do so, because they've only just started lap 33, whereas Fagali, in just a moment's time, is now on lap 34. And yeah, Fagali's in a world of his own right now. Luckily for Dorotsky, even though he had that spin, he's still got a 4.6 second buffer to Slivka behind him, who I do not have nicknamed. I did send him a friend request, he didn't accept it sadly, so I don't know if that's going to be 2 penalty points or whatnot, but yeah. This late in the season, unless he decides to smash into about 10 cars in one race, I don't think it particularly matters, and at that point he's probably getting disqualified and some sort of ban, but yeah, anyways.
Is there any driver close to a race ban?
I don't pay attention to the penalty points, I just pay attention to what's going on track, like this fight here between Bakalik and Robbie, as Bakalik goes to the outside of the AlphaTauri. However, Robbie just holds his position nicely, and Bakalik is... I don't think he's going to be able to quite get this moved, and he's trying on the outside. And he's going to try and put it back to the inside.
Oh, nice one.
He's going to get a better line through this corner, but he's not close enough. He had a bit of a... he clipped the curb slightly.
Both for flashing as well, so they hadn't a lot to deplete coming into turn 4. But will he be able to send a move into the chicane? If he does, he has to be slightly ahead coming into the chicane, in my opinion, to take the racing line. Well, the battle continues on through Sector 2, and essentially his best overtaking spot is into turn 1, but that's not an option anymore, so he has to send it coming into here.
It is an option.
But coming into turn 1, it's the last lap.
It's not, because the last lap's Fagali, who's about half a sector behind them, so these lot have one more lap of fighting, as Bakalik is going to get alongside.
I'm so washed.
As there's yellow flags, that's Dino, I think. Yeah, it is Dino, who almost got beached on the curb there, actually. And he needs to just get a bit of a move on, as Bakalik is going for this move on Robbie. He's going to break later on the outside, but again, Robbie's just going to cut him off and defend it. As, oh, he's got stuck on the curb, and yeah, that's your chances gone of getting this move done.
There's some great fighting here between the two drivers. With
S-
Alpha in their team.
While we're saying this, Fagadi's won the race.
Great job from the Lebanese driver. A dominant victory after some great strategy and good consistency shown from him.
Robbie's gone deep there. Here comes Bakalik into the chicane. And Bakalik gets his car in front. But I don't think he's going to be able to pull 2.7 seconds in one sector. No, he's
coming over the line in 5th and is gaining 4 points, I believe, on Dino after this one with a couple of races left. So the title battle will be fierce, unlike in PCF1, where unfortunate circumstances happened that gave Tony Rich the title.
Well, for him it's not unfortunate anyways.
No, obviously, but for the entertainment of the title battle it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Robbie.
Oh, there's been a... Oh no, me being clueless again. I saw Imches getting tired, but that was on stream on my second monitor while trying to read the chat. Essentially, I am a terrible commentator, but it has been a great race to commentate with you, Luke. Saturday evening.
There's been better.
There's been better, of course, but it's been fun. And I hope you that have been watching hasn't been completely bored of it. And me waffling about, essentially.
There's your time gaps for whoever needs to fill them in. Fagali takes 26 points from this race and Dorotsky 19. So nice result from those two. Is your race director. Only a short one this time. You can slow it down because I have CBA to do it properly. So thank you all for watching this stream. I'm going to go do other stuffs now, but hopefully, yeah, we will see you next week, where we go to Abu Dhabi for the penultimate round of the season. And while the championship battle is going to continue right down to the wire, I'm sure of it. So, yeah.
Hopefully with not as much controversy as Abu Dhabi 21.
Yeah, hopefully not.
Yeah, hopefully not.
But yeah. So, thank you for watching.
Knowing this game.